I am Diane Medeiros, and I am the Executive Director of East Bay Community Development Corp. We fulfill a need that I don't think many people think about. People who have housing and don't have to worry about it are so fortunate, but many people don't. We had kind of a rough start when we did our first development in Barrington, the Sweetbriar property. It was a struggle. It ended up at the Supreme Court, and it was able to be done, but it was not an easy process.
I'm Kathy Bazinet. I was the previous executive director. Sweetbriar was not easy, but it was worth every single day of the anxiety and worry to get it done. This development has been an eye-opener for not only folks who live here who were shocked to see this kind of a development, but for folks in the neighborhood who quite justifiably were anxious about it, but very quickly realized that this was going to be an addition, not something that they were going to have to be ashamed of.
My name's Elizabeth Paul, and I'm the property manager for Palmer Point and Sweetbriar. I actually live in affordable housing. I live it every day with my children. I'm a single mom, and I've been single raising them for like 13 years. So to work here, you know, I can relate to so many of these people.
My name is Maria. My friends call me Gigi. I lived in my home over 30 years. It was a difficult move for me. I knew I had to do it, but I had to really, okay, is this going to be okay for me? Because I loved my house. I lost my husband to cancer many years ago, and it was difficult. But you also find strength, and when you make a decision and it works and it goes forward, and that happened here. I'm very, very grateful.
I'm Philippe Jordy. I'm the founding director, executive director for Island Housing Trust. We're a community land trust. We're a private nonprofit. We're also a community development corporation. We've had the good fortune most recently of working with Union, and we're working on some of the largest projects here on the island.
It's one of the things we love about Union Studio is their mission is shared with ours to make a good place that's specific to that location and is going to be a good home for the tenants. Affordable isn't only about the rent. And affordable is certainly not about the cost of the buildings, because to do a good building means it's going to last longer, it's going to be low maintenance, it's going to be low energy use for the tenant. High utility bills can make an affordable apartment unaffordable.
It just changes people's lives. When they have the ability to have a place in their community and the stability to raise their children and or start a business, it makes all the difference.
Helping to create affordable and attainable housing on the island is just very rewarding. I worked for the town of Edgartown as their affordable housing manager for 6 years, and I've been on multiple boards for affordable housing. Honestly, it's so that everyone in the community can have something like this. I am a tenant at Scotts Grove, and I have been for 5 years.
This property means safety and security. It means community. It means that I can do the work that I do and that my kids can go to school and not have to worry about their home life. I mean, it means everything.
Who is affordable housing? It is your first-year police officer. It's your first-year teacher. It's your hairdresser. It is everyone.
There are, I'm sure, affordable housing in some areas that are run down, but not here. Not here at all.
There's nothing that you could point to in this development that would make you say this is affordable housing. And that was our goal. It cannot be any different than the house behind it, and it wasn't. I wanted it to look exactly like it would look if this were a for-profit development. And I wanted the insides of each of these units to be what they were if they were purchasing them. I wanted the kinds of things that make people know how valued they are. I would say to my staff often, if when they walk into their houses, they don't feel comfort, then we have done nothing for them. If when they walk in, they feel valued, they will maintain their units. They will maintain the property around them.
The whole look of this place looks like a village to me. And I used to come here and just ride around, kept, dreaming about being here before I moved. This is not something that you find, affordable housing that's nice like this.
that's built to make you feel like you're in a nice place.
Affordable housing is what we need more of. I think the developments are wonderful. I don't know who to thank. Who do I send the flowers to? But I think it gets a bad rap. Some people think that it's not something that can be a gorgeous place to live, a safe place to live.
The judge who allowed us to continue with this work here at Palmer Point, he said, "The ache for home lives in all of us, the safe place where we can go as we are and not be questioned." And I think that's really what our focus should be.
I think years back it was like only poor, derelict people had to go into affordable housing or low-income housing, but that's changed. And there's such a dearth of just housing people can afford to rent or buy. So affordable housing is the answer. It's the only answer.